Hi class. I wanted to share with you the new format for our modules for this coming year for seminary. We're doing the Old Testament and the church decided to switch things up for us. So you know how before we had a module for every day? Well, this year we're going to be doing a module per week. So if you look at the screen here, what I have is I have a module that says Old Testament 3, and it is for this whole week. And it starts off here with a class discussion board. This is just a place for us to put our questions we might have about the doctrine or about the scriptures, or things that we want to discuss as a class. You could decide to share things here. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And this is what it would look like. And so I could put a reply here, and I could, say, I really love this scripture, and send that to the whole class. This is just a place that we can put our comments about anything we want. I am going to make this a requirement as part of grading that you submit at least one comment or question to this group discussion board per week that you do the module. All right, so going back to where we were, this is the whole week's module. So that was the discussion board I showed you. And then I'm going to open up the module from Monday. Or not the module, it's like an assignment within the module. So I'm opening that up. And here is what they're going to look like. You know how before there was like one little section that might have a scripture and then a question, and then you click next and then it would go to the next one? This isn't like this. This is like one long page. So I tried to break it up for you guys with like page breaks and stuff so that your mind doesn't get flooded. But this is really what it is. So you start off and you go through, and there's different scriptures to read, different sections. There's some fun things like check your understanding. That just means for fun. You can quiz yourself. That's not part of your grade. And so coming down here to the end, it says today's assignment. And then it says, respond to the following questions in the space provided using either text, audio, or video. So you can write it out with, just typing it out, the answers to the questions, or if you want, you can do an audio recording or video. There'll be buttons right under this. You can choose, and then after you're done, select Submit Assignment button. So what you've done is one part of a full module, but you've done that assignment. In order to get credit, let's see, we'll go back here, for this whole module, this whole week's module, I need you to do all the parts. So there's the discussion board, add at least one comment or question, do each of the days. Now, before I did grading based on each day, each module. So like January 10th would have been a module and you get credit for January 10th. The way the church has set this up, that makes it a little more difficult to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grade you by the week. So if you come in and do this module, you add a comment or question, you do this part, and this part, then you get credit for 3 days of seminary, the 10th, the 12th, and the 14th. If there's ever a time that you just need like one more day of seminary for credit or something, you don't want to do a whole week's worth for some reason, we can figure that out later. So, but in the meantime, this is how the new setup is going to be. Now, if you look at these are all assignment formats. Scrolling down to further weeks, like next week, there's one that's a quiz format, and I just want to show you that really fast so you can see what that looks like. All right, so coming to here, this is a graded quiz. I'm going to hit preview so I can show you what it looks like. There's like a section that's text, and then there's a question that you write the answer to. And then there's another question with text. And then you click on something, and then you answer a question, and then you answer a question. So you see how it's a little bit different format. The church is controlling this, and sometimes they're going to have this format, and sometimes they're going to have the other format. So just go along with whatever, they're going to switch back and forth on you. So don't be surprised if like Monday you have this, and then Wednesday you have the other format. But that's how it's going to be. So hopefully this answered any questions.